Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IYT, and the USO. So let's get right into the SPY today. And pretty much the same old stuff. Light volume, float, it goes bullish consolidation, gets below the 20, they pop it up on the jobs report. Bullish consolidation, gets below the 20, they pop it up on the jobs report. And now it's holding again above the 20 MA. Now you have the 50 curling up, and this will be interesting. Because as this thing consolidates, this thing's going to be closer and closer and closer. And that's going to tell me it's, it has a better chance of it falling through because there's no resistance. And what they'll probably do, get it closer, 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 gap it down, and get it going. This is big resistance here. And I'll show you on the USO what I mean. And I talked about that yesterday. Well, not to jump around. But that's the daily, same stuff. Above the MAs, still in a strong stance, but light volume's holding this thing up. But these are the markets that all of a sudden you wake up and they are tanking. Weekly chart, same thing. We have a little bit of a rolling top, a little bit of a doji, a couple nice doji spinner. Another doji possibly tomorrow. If you're bullish, you want to close above the all-time high. I'd say 220 if you're bullish. If you're bearish, you need to get below the 215.81 and continue downwards. Right now, it's just kind of hanging around, waiting for pattern, see what happens. Monthly chart, same thing. We popped up. We never closed above this green candle. Now they're trying to go a little higher, pushing it up. Volume's disappearing. Till we get more volume and more conviction, I'm just not a believer of this market going up. I'm more leaning towards the bearish side. And basically, I short everything right now. You got to short stuff at the top. You don't buy at the top, you short at the top. It's pretty simple. Let's look at the IWM. IWM, right back into this area. Let's look at the daily. Oh, we've been talking about these guys too. You got this pivot here around 126.79, but then you have this area where it broke down, retraced, broke down, retraced, broke down. Sloppy, choppy, bearish consolidation. Never can get above. We almost filled this gap, but we filled this one, almost made it to the 200, and boom, down we went. But right here, we have some big resistance around the 125.37, and even the 126.79 as well. But until we get above these areas, and it's slowly grinding, let me tell you. I mean, look at this. Just slowly grinding on no volume. Everything's complacent until it isn't. Like they say, the trend is your friend until the end. And then the end comes, and this thing just beelines down to double bottom, and everyone's head pops off. So I like to catch those moves. I'm adding more shorts on these things as they move up, because when this thing moves down, it will wipe out weeks and weeks of gains in 2-3 days, and we'll go long again. I don't care. Long or short, don't really care. But this is where another big breakdown bar was right here. So there's going to be a lot of sellers that were stuck in here who were everyone who was buying on hype, oh, IWM's going to the all-time highs, hurry up, get in, get in. They all were starting to buy up in here, and that's what, boom, boom, and then it really just slammed them, came all the way back. So what do you think these bag holders are going to be doing? Great overhead resistance. They all become sellers. They want to get the hell out. If you've been sitting in this thing for over a year and whatever months, you're like, holy crap, just get me out of this thing. And some of the stingy ones, the real greedy ones where, oh man, it's got to go up. I got my money back and this and that. But the problem is when this thing sells, you're going to be right back down in this area, $100 or whatever. You're going to be like, damn. Just like Tesla, when it was going back to 300. Oh my God, they were upgrading it, 320. Oh my God, a buyer, or the rumors with the Model 3 and Elon, don't short my stock. And then, you know what they did. And it's still going down. And now we'll go to Tesla in another video, but that was just a beast going downwards now. So let's see here. So again, lagging indicator. This thing should be leading. It's not lagging, or it's not leading. It's lagging. Same crap, different day. I've been talking about this for weeks. So until this one gets above here and starts leading the way, and the SPY and everything else follows, don't believe it. Monthly, same crap. We're into this trend line now. 125 even number area. So let's see if this thing will do its thing. And remember, everyone who was buying up here, they become sellers because, man, they've been holding for a year and a half. I'm getting out of this thing. I'm done. I think this thing is, it's just a bunch of crap. Big move up in the last 7 months into a pivot, into trend line, stuff like that. That's not good, period. All right, it's been a long day, guys, so bear with me. Qs, same stuff. Except this one here, did we close below it? I think we closed right on top. Yeah, they closed right on top. So we were consolidating a bullish or a bearish inside bar, popped it above, confirmed, and then it came in reverse. So this I like this because now we closed below this This pop-up candle, we closed below. That's slightly bearish, but we're still above the MA, so it is bullish, in a bullish stance. So we got to see the tomorrow's close and then see what that brings us. Each day gives us a piece of the puzzle. I always say that. You should know that by now if you watch my videos. This one here, bulls and bears just fighting away. Up, down, up, down. You can see on the tails. They push it up, they push it down. They push it up, it ends up with a doji, spinner, spinner, doji. This one we could get a doji. What we're looking for, if you're bullish, you need to close above the all-time high. And I would even say 120. Then you need some confirmation and some conviction volume and some more volume. Look at this thing. There's nothing. It's just stagnant, just waiting. And I think it's just classic distribution at the top. And then they're going to sell it in your face when there's 2 or 3 sellers coming in. When there's 1 seller every day, it means nothing. When there's 5 sellers, then you better step back on the light volume because old grandma won't be able to hold this crap up anymore. Monthly chart, same thing. We get above, closes above the all-time high. This green candle here, but I want to see continuation. If you don't get that, and then again, light volume on the monthly, bunch of crap, I believe. I've seen it over and over, guys. It's the same stuff, different year. Or different cycle, I should say. The Dow, same crap, same stuff. But this one was interesting. We were chopping around below here. They finally popped it up. They got it above here again. It did not confirm, but boom, right back down. Could not hold it up. A little bit interesting. You got to keep those little facts in the back of your head, saying, this is interesting. Why didn't we, get a little more follow through here? So this is chopping around here. I mean, it's slightly down, slightly sideways. Still bullish, but we're starting to do a micro bear here. Let's see what tomorrow brings if we sell off or if we stay buoyant. Or possibly we might get a huge rally because QE4 is on the table. Who knows? Weekly, it is. I think it's a macro bull in a micro bear because now we're going down sideways. Let's see where tomorrow closes on the weekly. We'll reevaluate this one, go from there. Monthly, same thing. Popped above the all-time high. Could not confirm. Could not keep the follow-through going through. The follow-through going through. No follow-through here. Light volume. Come on, monthly chart. I want to see it close above the all-time high, and maybe 186, 87 is the all-time high. Maybe 190 area, a couple more bucks. I want to see some conviction. Come on, push this thing up. Prove to me that you have more in you. But after a 7.5, 8-year bull run, running out of steam here, people. Running out of steam. IYT. Another lagging indicator. This one should be leading. The IWM and the Dow Jones transports, they should be leading. This one had a nice little charge, though. Someone came in here and said, hey, we need to get this one up a little bit so this helps the SPY and this one, that one. And you have money managers that need to make money. So they're all in here long. They're trying to squeeze every spot of water out of these stocks just to make money. Because the majority of these guys, they might be flat on the year, if not negative on the year. At least that's what CNBC is saying. But, I know people who just aren't doing this good this year, and we're killing it. Or I should say I'm killing it. Doesn't matter. Like I said, long or short, I don't really care. So we're back into this IYT until we get above the 146. We have some big overhead resistance coming in this area. We talked about if you were short here, you start adding up in this area here. And then you got to save some for a little more up. If you're not short, you can start adding short in the IYT here, and I'll show you why. You have huge resistance around the 146 area. If you're not short, add it here, but save some in the tank for the 150 even number area, because I think if this thing gets going a little more, I think we could get up in here. If you are short already off this, or if you are, well, let's start over again. This is a bullish pattern inside bar. If this thing starts breaking up, I think our target is about 150, 151. If you are short in this one and you add it already, you need to add up in this area, maybe 146, 47, 48. And then if you can get 150 and be patient enough, even better. If you are not short in this one, this is the time to add, but save some in the tank just in case if we get to the 150 area. But you don't want to miss, you don't want to miss these things. If this bullish pattern does not close above this inside bar tomorrow, this is a weekly chart, then this is going to slightly be bearish. If it closes above, I need confirmation, and confirmation will bring us into the next shorting level. But these are stocks you want to start shorting because when these things move down, they are going to get squashed. It will be one of those like Dollar General, 5 months up and 2 weeks down wipes out 5 months of gains, and actually that one's even going lower. So just The short move is the fastest, most vicious move, and you want to be in that to make money. Let's go to the monthly. Same thing, lagging indicator, but this one is getting above the 20 MA. It is a monthly chart here, so we still have a couple more weeks to go. But right now they're trying to get up into this area. But this is the big breakdown bar right around the 146. So let's see what happens when it gets up into the 146 to 148 area. Then ultimately 151. Anywhere up in here you can start to short. And then we'll reevaluate this chart and see it go from there. Again, though, lagging indicator, moving up on no volume. USO. Now that was a fun one today. They, you know, pop goes the weasel. Somebody needs. All right, here's what. All right, we talked about this on yesterday's video. The only way they're getting it above this level, it's like the river. Here's the river flowing. Do you go through the river and take a chance of getting washed away, or do you go to the bridge and just climb on over and go on their merry way? This is a gap and go. They gapped it above the two big moving averages. We still got it into the 20 MA. They had news at I think it was 11 o'clock. Boom, straight up. That's the only way these things are getting this stuff up on news. Like the barrels, I don't even know what it was, the inventory or the rig count or the rig count. They never talk about the rig count, just like the beige book. The beige book disappeared for years, and all of a sudden it's popped its ugly head up in the last couple years. Oh, the beige book, oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. And this is crap. And you know why? All right, let's go to the daily. They had to get it above that, but now we're into that breakdown area. We did add more to the USO. We sold the USO down here half. We're adding more. The half that we sold, we added back up here, the $11 even number. But we also took an SCO position, which will hold for a couple days. If we get a couple bucks out of it, $5, $6, great. Even if we get a couple bucks out of it, I'll take that and say thank you very much. But this is the time you want to start adding. If it moves up into this double top up here around 1138, you need to add more. Other reason why. Weekly's back in to these major moving averages. The only way we're going to get above that is if they gap it up on the daily basis. But again, we're on the weekly, so this thing's got to get going. And if it doesn't, if this doesn't close above this high and starts to reverse, I still think we're going lower. Man, this was great. This was a great setup for the short. Couldn't 3 bars up, boom. It'll be closed below this inside bar with here, so that's weak. Now they're retracing it up, trying to get everybody on board. Oil goes up. Usually the markets go up. It's kind of like their evil plan. Let's get oil up this time in the transports, and everyone will follow and start buying stocks again. We make the FANG run, the Amazon run, and they're, oh, wow, we got to get in. Hurry up. And then just have CNBC just hype it up. It's awesome. Got to buy stocks at the all-time highs. Brilliant move. So down sideways for the monthly till we get above this 1384 area. We're chopping around in a bearish manner on a monthly chart. If this pattern plays out, it's going to get ugly. I mean, look at this. So we fall, chop around in a bearish pattern, fall again, chop around even in a bit. This only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was 6 months sideways. Right now we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 months sideways. You think this little fall was pretty good from, you know, 16, 17 to $7. This is setting up to move down. I'm going to show you one thing, and I've been showing this to you every video I make. 646, that's the level. Needs to get the double bottom, 767. If it starts to tank, think about going long around that 650 area, $6 area. If it gets there, you load oil with both hands, unless the SPY and everything else is just dumping out. Then you just got to get out of this market and then wait for the big technical level to buy the bounce. You know, buy the dip. You know, buy the dip. Hurry up. Stocks are cheap. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my video. I really, really appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, please email me at stockbookie@gmail.com. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great night. God bless. See you on the charts.